Really, I heard the original is just like okay compared to the newer one. Do like the tutorial mission or something like that. Oh, the board game, yeah. The actual game I do remember. I never played it, but I remember it from like White Dwarf and stuff. I wish they would bring that back. That game did seem like a lot of fun. I remember the one from like the late 90s and the early 2000s. Battlefleet Gothic.
For 10,000 years.
This is what's her name doing the voiceover. From Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
Gnawing at the eternal glories of the Imperium, at the very soul of mankind itself. And for every one of those
Kate Blanchett.
years, the fortress world of Cadia has held the gate closed.
All right.
Adamantium bastion, granted strength by flesh and bone, and seeded purpose by faith in the Emperor's holy light. But as the darkness grew ever deeper, and the blaze of the Astronomicon guttered like a wind-blown candle, the Eye of Terror pulsed, its baleful energy spilling anew across the stars.
Hey, look, it's Ababad.
With a shriek that echoed through nightmares from Medusa to Ultramar, the Black Fleet slipped its moorings. An endless tide of heretics, traitors, demons, and madmen, whose desperate fealty was given over to a single damned soul. Abaddon the Despoiler, inheritor of the arch-traitor Horus's reviled legacy. The 13th Black Crusade, herald to a fresh age of nightmare, had begun. Stalwart Cadia would
Yeah,
be
over
the first
the pandemic, I started collecting Warhammer again. I've got about 1,000 points of Space Marines. Actually, probably like 1,400. 1,000 points of Necrons.
The Magos asks for time.
700 points of Tau. I just started some Age of Sigmar stuff too. I actually haven't picked a chapter yet. I really don't know. I just picked up Storm Strike for Age of Sigmar because it was like $30 and the models looked really nice. I was like, that's kind of a good deal. This is like hardcore tutorial. I've done this before, but we'll do it again.
We stand ready for weapons inspection.
A beautiful game too.
All weapon systems functional. Beginning tactical Auspex sweep.
I haven't played since probably 2003. I used to play Gorka Morka. Really? That was like the extent of what I played. Because I didn't have the money, really. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yeah, we can actually move. Yeah, I don't really like the Stormcasts much either, but yeah, the Night Haunt looks sick. The Night Haunt look like they'd be really fun to paint.
Auspex sweep complete.
Auspex sweep complete. The thing with the Space Marines is I can't decide on a chapter. Like, I keep changing my mind constantly. I might have to end up doing, like, a few different ones.
By Roostbeard, what's taking so long? War calls. Enough with the tinkering. All sections report ready, Lord. The Fireman's Fang stands ready for battle. At last, crew of the Firemane's Fang. The despoiler's jaws clamp tight about Cadia's throat. His Blackstone fortress comes to claim the
Love the
deal.
voice acting for this.
I say nay. Not while the sons of Roos have strength to fight.
Yeah, well, there's like a billion more Space Marine models than there are for any other armory in 40k, so.
The will of eternity from amongst the carcasses of its victims. When our fangs are at its belly, we strike with every boarding torpedo and assault craft at our disposal.
Yeah, I was thinking about making my own. I want to do like,
Cripple that Blackstone fortress however we can. Weapons, shields.
I want to do a chapter from like a water planet
We will tear out its corrupted heart. The Blackstone fortress is
or something like that. I've been thinking about.
We'll have to cross that minefield to reach it. Take us through, Captain.
Yeah, I saw the space sharks. Carcadrons? No, I don't think so.
We are pursued, but grander prey awaits. We cannot waste time in fruitless battle. Press on. We'll
Yeah, I couldn't really just decide on a. Shouldn't we go full move overhead?
speed engaged. Underway.
Nuke these guys.
Hogworm's eyes. They're gaining. Contact Cajun Orbital Command.
Oh, that's what you have to do.
Tell them to detonate the mines. That explosion should clean our tails of these traitors.
A lot of it does look like, even Necromunda has some really cool looking models. Honestly, I kind of want to pick up some Necromunda stuff. Oh, Mordheim I used to play. Gorka Morka and Mordheim were the two I played. Which are both like skirmish games. It wasn't like full on Warhammer, you know, so. Oh, those are the space sharks.
To where we are needed.
Oh, we had to use all out. I thought I was trying to do that.
Softer than they deserved. If only we'd had the time to make it painful. My lord, all specs show one traitor vessel survived the explosion.
Yeah, the Night Lords actually look like a lot of fun to paint too. I love their color scheme.
All sections.
Like the blue armor with like the lightning bolts on it and stuff. I kind of like their story too. I love that their home planet is Nostromo, which is like, that's got to be an alien reference, right?
Moving to position.
And then high energy turn. Is that what they want me to do?
Ha! So the traitor longs for death. Bring us in close. I want to smell his fear.
I even like the goofy like bat helmets they have. I was thinking about ordering like a upgrade pack and some of those just for fun. Dun, dun, dun.
To where we are needed. Fire at will. I want them blooded before we seek their throat.
All right, take it easy, Nick. Have a good holiday, dude.
His shield falls. Let us test the thickness of his hide. Obliterate that target.
What about the Aeronautica Imperialis game they have? I was looking at that in Titanicus Adeptus too, like the mini kind of game it looks like. Is that kind of like Battlefleet?
Initiate targeting protocols.
Yeah, the Ultramarines are kind of boring, but you know what I like is the old Ultramarine color scheme. Instead of gold trim, they have like yellow trim. I think that looks sick.
We'll settle this with our teeth at his throat.
Yeah, I've never read any Black Library stuff.
It will be destroyed. See how his strength fails. The kill comes soon.
Maybe one of these days.
Ready, boarding
I have
torpedoes.
put a lot of time into YouTube and Wikipedia bullshit though, so.
At your command.
Boarding torpedoes. What's his name? Goobertown Miniatures. Any of you guys watch him? Kind of like a different kind of YouTuber. It's another reason I've enjoyed getting into Warhammer over the past few months is like there's such a huge community on YouTube of painting and lore people and stuff. There's like always something new to watch.
So the traitor still has claws. Bring us in closer. I'll end this
Yeah, I like
myself.
Goobertown a lot. Boom, boom, boom.
That is impossible.
Yeah, that's the thing too that's tempting about the Ultramarines is Guilliman.
That is impossible.
Like, who else actually has a Primarch they can field?
That is impossible.
Why not?
That is impossible.
Am I going the wrong way here?
Engines engaged. That is impossible.
With be
Hold
turned.
course.
That's it. I see. It's like hourglass shape that only is
Our hunt is ended. Let the carcass
workable from.
The greater quarry yet remains. To where we are needed. I know most of you are not Fenris born. But today it matters not if you feel the fury
Yeah, that's kind of a
rising
bummer.
veins. It matters not if you hail from Fenris, Mundus Pyra, Caja, or
Even
Mars.
the 30k looks kind of tempting. The Forge World models and stuff. That seems like that would be really fun. Just like fucking Space Marines killing Space Marines.
Strike a blow worthy of saga and song. For the
A little expensive though.
Emperor, death to the traitors. The moment arrives. Let the engines roar.
Yeah, I like how you're seeing it through. It's like unreliable narrator though. That's like Warhammer in a nutshell. Just everything is unreliable narrator.
We'll claim the vessel as our own. Reinforcements run thin, and even one ship may yet make a difference.
Yeah, I heard that Lionel might come back. Right, he's just chilling.
Underway.
Isn't that like a lot of them though, most likely? Like with the Salamander guy, because he was a perpetual, like, is probably going to come back. Aren't they like super OP in this edition too? Oh, she got wrecked. I feel like that kind of is a sign of the Salamanders getting their Primarch maybe back.
My lord, our boarding parties have seized command of the derelict. They report critical damage to weapons control. It won't be of any use to us. Still, it shall not go to waste. Evacuate the ship to Cadia. Its fury will be hard in days to come.
I feel like just pulling a ship like that out of the warp is a bad idea. Add it to the Armada.
Repositioning.
Oh, did they get nerfed when the Codex came out? That's another really good channel just for like strategy and gaming updates and stuff like that is Auspice Tactics. He puts out like fucking 3 videos a day. I can't even keep up with his videos, but seems to know what he's talking about.
Moving to
Oh, I was supposed to initiate war drop. Whoop.
My lord, we have enemy vessels on approach. At your command.
Even Blood Bowl, honestly. That new Blood Bowl edition that just came out, that looks fucking awesome. And dude, the Blood Bowl models look great. They look like a lot of fun.
Main batteries, fire! It will be destroyed. Initiate targeting protocols. Obliterate that target.
I keep forgetting that that is shooting from the like the bulk side.
Hold course. Main batteries, fire! It will be destroyed. To where we are needed. Feel our might.
Actually, what am I doing?
Initiate targeting protocols.
Kill this motherfucker.
It will be destroyed.
And that was another bad idea. I don't know why I did that. This thing's dead.
Batteries, fire! Feel our might. Obliterate that target.
Got him. Oh yeah, Underworlds. What's the difference between Underworlds and Warcry? Yeah, man, all those models look so cool. It is the plastic crack.
Main batteries, fire!
And you could use those all for Age of Sigmar too, can't you? Warcry is kill team. Okay.
It will be destroyed.
For Age of Sigmar, I think I'm most interested in the like Bone Samurai guys. What are they? The Isorich Reapers or whatever.
Feel our might.
And
Engines engaged.
got them. Isorich Bone Reapers and just like the followers of Nagash, like just the skeleton boys.
Bring us about. Stone fortress awaits.
I do like the mech dwarves, like the flying mech dwarves. I know they're OP as fuck though right now.
The Blackstone fortress. It's on an inbound heading. Good. We'll wait an ambush. Bring us
Marathi.
to that asteroid field and cut the drive. Make us look like one more drifting hulk. Underway.
Marathi looks awesome. Dude, I love the airships though. The Karandran, what is it? Karandran? I don't even know how the fuck to say it. Their main airship looks fucking sick. It looks like it's from Final Fantasy VI.
Moving to position. Repositioning.
I don't like how they have balloons though, like the actual a lot of the infantry. I like the most of the design. I just wish they didn't, have balloons. I like the airships, though. A lot of what I pick is based on just looks now. Like I got the Tau because I wanted to paint the Crisis suits. Because the Crisis suits look so fucking sick. It looks like 80s anime, like mech suits. It was just too tempting. But I think the tower kind of, you know, shite. Some of those Battleforge suits too look sick.
My lord, the Blackstone fortress is almost upon us.
Isn't like everyone due for a new codex though? Kind of like making their way down the line.
The greater our chances of success.
Oh, there it is. You know what? Actually, I have a bunch of Imperial Guard I bought too over the past few months. Just like $20 at a time every few weeks. I bought like a couple Cadians, and now I have a bunch of Cadians and Catachan jungle fighters. Because I bought that Catachan jungle fighter like sergeant lady. It looked like such a cool model, and I was like, well, now I'm gonna have to build a whole army for this. And that's again just simply aesthetic because I like the way the Catachans look, the fucking derpy jungle fighters. And that sergeant I got, what's her name? Like Sergeant Tarkus or something like that? No, that's like the machine gun guy. That's a fucking sick model.
Inbound vector shifting. This is as close as we're likely to get. Boarding torpedoes stand ready. So shall it be. Command of the Fang is yours. Give her a good death. My lord, for Rus and the All-Father. For Rus and the All-Father. Main batteries.
Yeah, I remember when Games Workshop used to just give out like the big giant magazine for free. Like a Sears catalog size of magazine of just Warhammer minis. And at all the different Imperial Guard regiments. There's not even half of those now. They had Valhalla, the Snow Guys, the Shock Troopers. There's a couple other ones that were sick. The Desert Guys. It's a lot of really cool guard units.
Obliterate that target. It will be destroyed.
Yeah, the Catachan, some of the Catachan faces look so derpy. But I love the command units. Like I said, that lady they came out with, and the other colonel. It's just all Predator stuff, basically. I love it.
Initiate targeting protocols. Keep firing. Keep firing. Cadia stands. For Rosa.
Yeah, I'd buy those all day.
Stalwart of a brotherhood famed for their courage. But sometimes courage is not enough.
Initialization failed. Null array inert.
I like AdMech a lot too. I kind of want to get the start collecting box for AdMech because it seems like a good deal. I really like AdMech a lot too.
Power
Yeah, there's just too many. And the Sisters of Battle have been...
Null array deployed.
The more Sisters of Battle armies I see, the more I'm like, damn.
Thus did Cadia earn respite, not through the bravery of Sven Bloodhowl, nor the labors of Magus Clan, but through the intercession of a mysterious benefactor.
But it didn't really matter.
As the cheers faded, traitor warships blackened the skies. The siege of Cadia Secundus had begun. The forces of the despoiler came in numbers uncounted, but the walls of Casa Crath held. Even in that darkest of days, the flame of humanity's valor burned bright. With faith burning in their hearts, the defenders held the chaos.
Yeah, you know, the Custodies look really cool too.
The losses they bore in
Or the Imperial Knights. Dude, there's so many good ones.
flesh fails.
The Imperial Knights, that's definitely something one of these days. I'm gonna have to buy a knight unit to paint.
Forces drew closer to victory.
I love the idea of that army. Like feudal lords. Retaining their skills. To the Imperial Army or whatever, I don't know. Big robots.
We need the location of Abaddon's main fleet before we strike. Admiral, lead
I guess
the
it would
reconnaissance patrol.
makes
We are
sense it would be
right.
OP though, doesn't it?
Gladly, Captain Garrison. We can't proceed until those defense platforms are destroyed.
Like handmade by the Emperor or whatever. Aren't all the Custodies like hella old too?
All vessels engage.
Setting course.
Rig our light cruisers for silent running. We'll let our bombers handle this.
Yeah, they're
Underway.
people are saying that's a good beginner army because you don't need to get that many units really.
Ship ready.
Oh, we gotta be in stealth.
Coordinates
Bring
acknowledged.
us into position, Captain.
Understood.
What's GSC? I can't think of
Aye,
the
Admiral.
acronym.
Heading acknowledged.
Oh, Gene Stealers. Yeah, Gene Stealers look fun too.
Your orders?
Gene Stealers you could play Necromundo with too, can't you?
We wait your command.
Starhawk bombers to launch condition. Relaying target coordinates.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Finish this. All weapons fire at will.
We serve.
Yeah, I love the I love that some of the Gene Stealer units could be just like Cadians, basically.
Enemy defense platform destroyed.
Boom. You can play a Chaos Cult and Gene Stealer Cult.
Aye, Admiral.
Where did oh, I gotta wait a few seconds.
Your orders? Starhawks loaded and sent.
I would love to get
Impossible.
to play some
Admiral.
Gorka Morka though. That legit I think is one of the best games I ever made.
Engaging.
And it's a good excuse to just like have a bunch of orcs.
Your orders? Enemy defense platform destroyed. Changing course.
So they had time to call for reinforcements. Prepare to engage. None shall escape.
Engaging engines.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
We serve.
Like the rules for Gorkamorka are online. Be fun to play that.
We wait your command.
Gorkamorka was just like
Aye, Admiral.
basically the lore is
Evaluate the situation.
these Imperial researchers were out
The engagement.
checking out this planet that had Necron,
First,
like a
we'll allow
Necron
ships captains full
temple
autonomy to maneuver.
complex on it, and they're like chilling in orbit, and then all of a sudden an Orc Hulk like crashes into them, and they both crash into the planet,
For the Emperor.
and it's about like the descendants of the orcs like just fighting each other, and they're trying to like put the ship back together to go back into space and like join the WOG.
We wait your command.
And there's like humans there and stuff. It's really cool. It's fucking awesome, actually. I don't know why they don't do more with it. Like, there should be a video game for it already.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Yeah, if you just go Google Gorkamorka rules and PDFs, you'll find it. It's really cool.
Your orders?
Really? I'll have to definitely grab that. Good looking. I didn't hear that yet.
Ship
Um,
ready.
And so it's basically a skirmish game, kind of like Mordheim or Necromunda, and you command a little warband of orcs.
Command.
And after each battle, you roll for like experience and stuff like that. So you roll a D100, and there's a huge list of things that could happen to your orc after, depending on like if you took like critical wounds, you'd have to roll a certain range on the dice, and like you lose an arm or something like that. But there's always a chance if you roll like a critical number that you get like a robot arm. You know what I mean? Like you get actually like an extra attack out of it or something like that. Like you get an upgrade instead of a downgrade. There's all these like different things that could happen to your orcs. So potentially, you know, you could end up with like these like battle hardened
We wait
orcs.
your command.
And there's just like a lot of personality to it and stuff. I love that. I love the idea of that. It kind of like now what they're doing with Crusade in 9th edition. I feel like they started that with like stuff like Gorkamorka and Mordheim back in the day. Yeah, it's like Kill Team stuff. That's another one I'd like to dip into a little bit. But that's how I started playing Warhammer back in the day, because it was just cheaper to play Mordheim. I had a Skaven warband I played in Mordheim. It might still exist somewhere. I don't know where they are. And actually, you know what I did? I collected Empire too for fantasy like 20 years ago. I had like some Electric Counts and like a unit of Halberders. I was like a little like 12-year-old or whatever.
We serve.
The reason it's going so slow is because I haven't been reading it. It just wanted me to click auto engage.
Designate priority target.
I'm an idiot.
Engaging target. For the Emperor.
You want to auto engage on both sides.
Engaging.
What the fuck are they telling me to do? Set auto engagement mode while automatically move to the priority target.
Ship ready.
Which one is the priority target? Oh, it's on the ship itself, I see.
Finally, we'll focus fire on the target's weapon systems to reduce their firepower.
I actually have a noise marine I bought. A single noise marine was one of the first units I bought over the summer.
We wait your command.
Because I saw someone painted like a fucking sick like hair metal noise marine. And I was like, I need to do that someday.
Your orders?
It's the guitar one, yeah. Like the one guy with like the cool hair. And he's got like leopard paint on the like the box art. What a fucking cool unit. I love that model. What's up, Freya?
We wait your command. We serve. Your orders?
Fire!
Unleash the Emperor's fury. All sections to battle stations. Blow those abominations apart.
We got destroyed.
Ship ready.
Cruising speed set.
We wait your command.
Let's fucking kill that one
Targeting
already.
enemy vessel.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Aye, Admiral. Execute high energy turn. For the Emperor. We serve. Engaging
Got it.
target. Course engaged.
Well, this guy's like way off course. Whoops.
Acquiring new vector.
The lore for the Noise Marines is like they were experimenting on like sonic weapons at some point, right? Like that chapter of Marines.
Additional traitors on Auspex. All vessels regroup.
Understood.
Admiral, the crew are revolting. A mutiny is underway.
Your excuses do not concern me, Captain.
Execute
Crush the
them.
mutineers and bring your ship into the fight. Am I understood?
We serve.
The Imperials are so fucking...
My lord, the mutiny has been contained.
At
The
last.
hubris.
Now, seize this precious chance at redemption. For you and for your crew. Duty and death await.
They could be in any Chaos warband though, can't they? And but like they were formerly like Marines that just had like sonic weapons, like sonic sound weapons. And they kept like experimenting on them to the point where they like got to where they are now.
Your orders?
Don't they like bolt themselves to the top of like
Aye, Admiral.
war machines and like ships and stuff like that? And there's just like a noise marine on like the hull of a fucking
Engage.
strike ship entering the atmosphere of a battle or something like that.
We wait your command.
Some Mad Max shit.
We serve. Your orders? Aye, Admiral. Execute high energy turn. Changing course. Starhawks loaded and sent. Ship ready.
Your orders?
Heading acknowledged. Aye, Admiral. Target
Catch up
locked
to this
in.
guy.
Your orders?
Oh shit, we almost crash into each other.
We serve. Burn retros. We wait your command. Acquiring new vector. serve.
Kind of fucked that up.
For the Emperor.
Ship ready.
Assault crews report success. Starhawks loaded and sent. Targeting enemy vessel. Setting course.
We wait your command.
Ship ready.
More Chaos vessels inbound. Emperor's teeth.
Yeah, I kind of want to, even like Thousand Suns look really cool. I like the lore for them too, like just like souls trapped in their armor now. The colors too, like for the Rubric Marines, look really fun.
Coordinates acknowledged. Target locked in.
We're getting like cornered.
Engaging. Your orders? For the Emperor.
Yeah, I don't really care for Magnus. That's the thing. I don't know what it is about that model. I don't really like it.
Starhawks loaded and sent. Aye, Admiral.
I will know.
Targeting enemy vessel.
Armada is good though. I like Armada a lot.
We serve.
Admiral.
I like the disc writing.
Here to be the despoiler's main fleet. All specs
Remember when that used to be like a Tzinch staple, like all the disc writing? They used to have like a whole unit of that.
Mission ends in success. But
I don't know if they still do.
For the Emperor.
Yeah, I like the default scheme a lot.
Your orders?
And the Scarab Terminators and stuff.
Engage
I like the
target.
Egyptian stuff.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
That's what I like about Necron and the Tomb Lord stuff too. I hope they bring back Tomb Lord sometime.
Engaging engines. Engaging.
Yeah, the Night Lords are sick too.
Target locked in.
I would like to paint some Night Lords, the bad boys.
Heading acknowledged.
Yeah, what's like the timeline for old world stuff coming back?
You've done your part, Admiral. I
Couple
hereby take
years?
command of this engagement. We'll give that Blackstone fortress an opponent worthy of its
I wonder what the
size.
deal with that is going to be. If it's going to be both Age of Sigmar and Fantasy together. Because Age of Sigmar has kind of come around. I do like a lot of those armies. I just don't like the lore, I think.
Commodore Truvo, what is our status?
Look at this thing, the Phalanx.
Formulating, but we confirm the Sanctus Malefic, the
Look at this fucking spaceship.
Spirit. Emperor shield us, but we're staring at half of the black
Space Monastery.
maybe more.
Understood. And Cadia itself?
Preliminary scans and Vox chatter confirm fighting on all continents. The greatest concentration appears to be at Casa Kraf on Cadia Secundus. The Herald of Absolution is inbound with our Adeptus Sororitas allies.
Good. Remind all Storm Talon squadrons that Celestine must make planetfall.
Yeah, this is what
All
the
other concerns are secondary.
Imperial Fist's like. This is like their chapter headquarters, right? This is what they live out of.
Fortress in near orbit, tentatively identified as the Will of Eternity. Vox chatter confirms the Fire Main's Fang has already failed to bring it to ruin.
Indeed, a rare failure from the Sons of
This is so cool.
The so-called saint was correct. These are dark days indeed.
Your orders?
As they always are in dark days, Commodore. We bring the Emperor's fire and burn away the darkness. Prepare
Burn away the darkness.
to where we are needed.
The Space Marines are so cool, but they're also like.
We have inbound. Vanguard
I guess like the Imperials in general are just like so
Little foes to be crushed
fucking
beneath
dumb.
Phalanx's good right arm, Commodore.
From their vector, they don't intend to duel with our guns, but to ram us. We must brace for impact.
Sound collision alarms. All hands. Brace for impact.
Yeah, it's like some giant fortress they can't build anymore. That's another thing I love about it. Like, all the cool shit they have, they just can't make any more of because all the knowledge is lost. I'd love for them to explore the golden age of technology or dark age of technology a little bit too. From like when all the STC constructs were being made and stuff like that. And like the war with the AI. I'd love to see some of that shit. Not gonna get there in time.
We have visual on the Will of Eternity, Captain. Almost in weapons range.
Acknowledged. All crews to
It's basically like the story of Dune, kind of, isn't it? Like the Warhammer universe a little bit.
All ahead full.
The Iron Men.
Seems we had their attention.
They had like the robots doing everything for them, and it fucking blew up in their face.
They're closing too swiftly to evade.
Let the fleas bite. The phalanx's hide is thick. Too thick for their teeth. Hold main batteries for my order.
There's so much cool stuff like that they could explore. Yeah, I guess just like the distrust of AI, basically. Seems like such a big connection between Dune and Warhammer. Like the robots like were like, hey, we should just kill all these fucking people. Although, like, in Dune, the movie, like, they explicitly never talk about that stuff. It's just, like, implied. But later on, they expand on it, kind of. But that's why, you know, they use spice melange and stuff like that in the space guilds. And it's kind of like the same thing with the way they use the warp in Warhammer. How they have the navigators. Like, you need the navigators to navigate the warp in 40k, or you go in and you'll never come out. It's kind of the same thing with the spice melange and the space guilds. Like, no one can do anything in outer space without the space guilds in Dune, because there's no way to navigate light speed.
Will of Eternity in primary weapons range.
Unleash the phalanx's fury. Let Abaddon know we've come for him. Main batteries, fire!
And then in 40k, the navigators literally have like an eyeball on their head, but then the navigators in Dune are like all like nasty and fat and like mutated from the spice melange. Like, that's one of the first scenes, I think, in Dune that's like, they bring in the tank for the space guilder, and he's like in that big tank. He's all mutated and shit.
Shields are down.
Impossible. Confirmed.
Confirmed. They're gone.
I'll wager my right hand they have wolves loose in their belly. The fangs of Fenris bite deep. It's our turn now. Main batteries.
Yeah, look at this fucking thing.
Send that cursed bolt to hell. Initiate
You thought the Blackstone Fortress was big? Like, that thing is huge. There it comes. Full speed ahead.
The Blackstone Fortress is coming apart. We're too close.
Ramming it.
Its reactors go down.
Take it out.
In the blast. The damage.
The sons of Dawn are too stubborn to die. Why should his regal daughter prove different? Gaze on the Blackstone Fortress's death, Conqueror. Gaze and rejoice for service fulfilled.
Oh, that's so sick. Fucking vaporized. Yeah, I really like the design of the Imperial ships too, like the Gothic fleet.
Archmagos, your reputation precedes you, but you choose a bleak time to come to Cadia. Bleaker than you know. My adepts uncovered pylons on Area 6. They are a perfect match for those present on Cadia, but were reduced to
Archmagos is the leader of AdMac, right?
Crusade. Abaddon.
Is it called? And he's the one who made the Primaris, right?
Agreed. Ruined pylon fields have been discovered on many worlds.
Like when Robot went into after he got like fucked up and went into hibernation, wasn't he the one who told Call to do the Primaris or whatever?
Remain shrouded, known only to the Omnissiah, but their purpose is revealed. They contain the Eye of
I love that you see this through his point of view.
the Immaterium will claim all. The Imperium will be no more. The pylons must be safeguarded. They are our only weapon against the encroachment.
Yeah, until you really like, no one knows where he came from. Kyle, like he's just been around forever.
Your studies. May the Emperor guide you.
Like they don't even know where he's from originally, or who he is. Some Titans. So they're actually like working with the Necrons.
But you are an abomination.
I prefer honored guests.
Dude, the Necrons are so sick.
Or not, you and I have common cause.
Logic dictates otherwise.
Then you don't seek to understand the nature of this matrix.
You comprehend its secrets.
I was there when they first awakened. Or perhaps I wasn't. Memory is such a fickle thing.
I like that voice.
Each of us desires to see this galaxy ripped asunder by the Imperial ones. Destroy me if you wish. Nothing will change. For me, for you.
When he says it, he doesn't mean Imperial like IMP. He means like the forces of chaos. Obviously, right? That's because that's what they're fighting against, but.
Admiral, this is madness. Entering real space so close to a planet, you'll doom us all.
A good officer commands without doubt and obeys without question.
Entering real space in 3, 2, 1.
Blessed Emperor, we're in the heart of the fight.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. Form up.
Incoming enemy squadrons!
Race for impact.
We've lost the Purity Blade!
Silver Dawn to Cadian High Command. Where do you need us?
This battle is lost! We must disengage!
Coward. Commissar. Do your duty.
As the Emperor wills. Incoming transmission.
I fucking love that. The commissar just murders someone on the bridge deck.
Situation critical. Chaos forces have launched a full-scale planet strike. They aim to destroy the pylons of the Elysian fields. They must not succeed. Reinforce the position. The phalanx will cover your back. Remain vigilant. We have reports that the despoiler leads the assault. The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects. Silver Dawn. This is the Admiral. All ahead full.
Auspex readings indicate unusual energy signatures at the Elysian fields.
Explain. I need more. By the Emperor.
On the Sire's grace, this is beyond my experience. Analyzing.
Hurry. What are we looking at?
Analyzing complete. The pylons, the energy beam is repelling the Eye of Terror.
How is that possible? No matter. Our duty remains. Prepare for planet strike.
Incoming transmission. It's the Phalanx.
The despoiler has retreated to the vengeful spirit to lick his wounds. We cannot let this opportunity slip away. All vessels, engage the vengeful spirit. For the salvation of mankind and vengeance long due.
That's actually Abaddon, right?
Destroy this abomination once and for all.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. We have our orders, and we're closer than anyone else. Today, the arch-traitor dies at our hands. Divert all power to weapons. Load torpedoes. We are the Emperor's fury. We shall not fail. Fire! All weapons!
The vengeful spirit is firing, sustaining hull damage.
They just get wrecked.
Structural breaches on all decks.
No! No!
Weapon
All
system,
dead.
Critical. Reactor. Critical. Fires reported on all decks. We are heavily damaged. Estimated crew loss, 65,000.
The vengeful spirit intercepted our torpedoes. No significant damage.
What? What have I done? My pride. My arrogance.
Additional Chaos vessels inbound.
Very well. If that is how this ends. If we are to die, let it be with the Emperor's light in our eyes and his fury in our voice. We fight on. All hands. One last effort before they overwhelm us. Make this count!
Admiral, the enemy are peeling away.
No. You must be mistaken.
Confirmed. They are moving towards the wreckage of the Blackstone Fortress.
What? What are they doing? Vox officer, transmit a wideband message to all forces on Cadia. Tell them to evacuate the planet. Now!
Yeah, all the sound effects and music are great in this too. So the Necrons during like the war with the old ones, they use Cadia as like a... That's where they put all the black stone to like stop the eye or the warp from spreading or whatever. There goes Cadia. I'm assuming that's why, like... Right, the pylons were there. Boom. So are these the only ones there's campaigns for, and then you could do skirmish for all of them? I think I got all the DLC. The 13th Black Crusade. Oh, they actually give the Tau a fleet. Tukari. Oh, AdMech have their own? Imperial Navy. Orcs. Tyranid. I kind of want to see the Tau ships. No, I just play against the computer. Is that what it's going to do automatically? Yeah. Kind of want to see the Tyranid ships too. Yeah, they have two completely different fleets. Yeah, I guess it looks like what I thought it would look like. I saw that like $1,300 Tau model on the Battleforge site that like opens up and has like 80 fire team dudes inside. So that's what this is, I think, this one. Or it looks exactly like it. They all just kind of look the same, I guess. Their ships. I've never seen that model like in a paint. Like I've never seen anyone actually having painted it before. What the hell's that? Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing, so.
How may I serve the Tau Bar?
Reminds me a lot of like Total War naval battles. Yeah, it's actually to scale too, so you could put like crisis team suits inside of it. And tanks and shit.
Aircast ready for orders. The Tau Bar.
It's like some G.I. Joe shit.
At your orders, Koro.
Also, the Tau really remind me of the Phantom Menace battle droids and stuff. Like their tanks and shit. Don't their tanks look like the battle droids from Star Wars, kind of?
How may I serve the
I like them a lot, but I can't help but think that.
We serve the Korvacha.
Oh, here are the Necrons. Or the fucking Tyranids, rather. Oh, they're just straight up like fucking Mutalisks.
At your orders, Koro. Aircast ready for orders. That cannot be done, Koro.
How many fighters?
Barracuda shoals launched.
Sick. Wow, they just like fucking massacred them.
At your orders, Koro.
The Ethereals died out.
Oh shit, that was loud.
Drones have identified
Whoa.
enemy target. Strike the killing.
Whoa, the Leviathans? What? That's sick.
Drones have identified an enemy target. We serve the Korvacha. The Imperials has been lost.
What? It goes so quick.
Reporting losses amongst our escorts.
We gotta pull these guys back.
The Imperials has been lost. Structural integrity compromised.
Fucking all stuck together here. Whoa!
Research before Batra.
Aircast ready for orders.
This thing's almost done.
Weapons hot. Gutite's teachings guide our fire. Closing on your position.
Track this fucker down.
Target acquired. Strike the killing blow. For Onva, it will be so.
Oh, their flagship is like not even touched.
Coming run underway.
We're fucked.
Correct, ready. By my step, we shall attack. Weapons hot.
How could it be a fire aboard it? I guess it's just a giant fucking monster.
Target acquired. Gutite's teachings guide our fire. By my sept we shall attack.
Structural integrity compromised.
Gravitic drive engaged. Gravitic drive to maximum. Strike the killing blow.
Damn.
At your orders, Coral. Calculating new vector. Primary systems taking heavy damage. How may I serve the tower? Closing on your position.
We lost everything.
Corel, ready.
All hands.
Target acquired. At your orders, Coral.
We're not even gonna make it.
Weapons hot.
I thought I could crash him right into there. Yeah, that's kind of how Tau work in general, isn't it? Awful in melee, but if you can keep them ranged, they're way better off. Those Tyranid ships are sick. Yeah, it's a cool game. Not for everybody, but I want to check out the other Tau fleet. I feel like the merchant fleet is probably not as good, but play on very easy. Play against random. Oh, that looks really sick. Centipede ship. I would move around, really, honestly.
I sense your need. We will search it out.
At your orders, Koro.
Gravitic drive engaged.
Yeah, they have a lot more units in this one. But they look like they aren't, like, specifically for combat, so...
Aircast ready for orders.
Yeah, mind you, I've put in no hours into this game. I'm just kind of messing around, so I don't really expect to win these battles. Just fun to see big ships go boom. It'd be fun to learn it a little bit, though.
Corel, ready. Down on the move.
It is kind of like Total War in the commands in a lot of ways.
We serve the Korvacha. Honor the teachings of Yola. Negazar Auxiliary reporting. Barracuda shoals launched. At your orders, Koro.
The light show is sick, though. Fighters. How do you guys feel about Stellaris? I've been meaning to ask that lately.
How may I serve the Tauba?
Drones have identified an enemy target. Engaging enemies.
What is this? Eldar? Dark, yeah, it looks like Eldar. Yeah, there's a lot of DLC. That's kind of like what I was like, what the hell's like required DLC for that game? And also, are the space battles like similar to this at all? Like, is there a good amount of strategy, or is it like...
We serve the Kovatra.
I'd like to have a little bit of RTS strategy to it.
Cast ready for orders.
Synthetic Dawn is required.
How may I serve the Tauva? By my sept we shall attack.
Like, I have Stellaris. I've had it for so long. I played it a little bit. I can't even remember, though. Like, I always liked Sins of a Solar Empire. I played that a lot back in the day.
How may I serve the Tauva?
Drones have identified an enemy target.
Well, I put all the DLC in a cart while it was on sale in Humble Bundle, and it was like $80 for all the DLC I didn't have. I was like, I don't know about that.
Weapons hot. Backup failing. Red lights on all panels.
Reporting losses amongst our escorts.
Bombing run underway. At your orders, Koro. At your orders, Koro.
They're like trying to run away.
Drones have identified an enemy target. We serve the Korvacha.
You collect them like that, though.
Korel, ready. Honor the teachings of Bjorn. We serve the Korvacha. As the ethereals wish. Pure Tide's teachings guide our fire. Target acquired. Aircast ready.
Kill this fucker.
Bombing run underway. Drones have identified an enemy target. The Ethereals has been lost. How may I serve the tower? At your orders, Corporal. Bombing run underway.
Really? You should definitely get all the DLCs. I might do it. I don't know. It seems like such a lot to like take on at once too. Like that's a lot of game to learn.
To spread the greater good.
But maybe it's better that way.
Drones have identified an enemy target. Pure Tide's teachings guide our fire. That cannot be done, Koro.
We serve the Korvacha. For Anva it will be so. Aircast ready.
This guy is damaged as fuck.
Honor the teachings of Viola.
Fuck, I just crashed into my own ship. I didn't even know you could do that. Whoop.
How may I serve the town?
Totally just wrecked my own ship. That's sick.
Strike the killing blow. Bombing run underway. Drones have identified an enemy target. We serve the Kovat. As the Ethereals wish.
Oh, he's coming for me.
At your orders, Koro. Bombing run underway. Weapons hot.
An escort ship is now wreckage.
Drones have identified an enemy target. By my set, we shall attack.
There's one.
Ready for orders. The Ethereals guide us. Corel, ready.
For Anva, it will be so.
Strike the killing blow. Bombing run underway. We serve the Korvacha.
By my set, we shall attack.
Oh, this fucker messed up.
Honor the teachings of Viola. Target declined. At your orders, Koro. As the Ethereals wish. Restore commanding.
To spread the greater good.
Shit.
Serve the Korvacha.
Yeah, Homeworld is a lot of fun.
As the Ethereals wish.
That's actually a game I remember watching like a cousin play a long time ago. And being like, you know, mesmerized by it. Having played just like StarCraft and stuff. I was like, what? A game like this exists? Wasn't Homeworld remastered like something was wrong with it, I thought. Or is it good enough to pick up? Massive fleet mode? No. Like I said, I barely have played this. This is like my third time playing it. That sounds insane though. It's really good now.
Corel, ready. Weapons hot.
I definitely enjoy a game like that. Homeworld is more like RTS too compared to this, right? Like you're managing resources, harvesting things, building like bases basically. Is this stealthy? Whoa, what the fuck happened? Oh, that was that damage. That was the one that was damaged badly. Shit.
Aircast ready for orders.
Barracuda shoals launched.
Aircast ready for orders.
Bump, bump.
How may I serve the town?
the killing blow. For Anva it will be so.
Strike the killing blow.
As the ethereals wish.
Are we gonna run into like a pocket of ships? Because I feel like they've just been like slowly whittling away at us.
We shall attack. Target acquired. Gravity drive engaged. By my set, we shall attack.
I think we're getting led into some kind of booby trap here.
Corel, let
Gravitic drive engaged.
How may I serve the tower? Pure Tide's teachings guide.
Kill this fucker.
Honor the teachings of Viola. At your orders, Colonel. Strike the killing blow. Aircast ready for order. Weapons hot. For Anva it will.
Really? That's it? I guess I put it on easy. I was wondering where the flagship was. They kind of just like spaced their guys out. That was weird AI. Interesting. All right, I think I might wrap it up there for now. I'm getting a little late. I'm going to do a few things for Christmas. But thank you very much for hanging out, everybody. A lot of fun. I'll be back later on. Hope you guys enjoy your Christmas Eve if you celebrate. Hope you guys can go relax,